My name is Rwemarika Felicite. I'm the founder and legal representative of a non-governmental organization that empowers women through sports, which is called ACOS. This organization started in 1998 with the mission of empowering women through sports, just to use sport for empowerment of women's rights, different skills, which was trying to fight the cultural norms that believe that women should never participate in sports, that the culture of Rwandan women is to dance and sing. So bringing out sports was very difficult to change people's mindset, to change parents' mindset, even women themselves. This was something that was not easy because they believed that even if women went to two sports, they could use their hands, volleyball, basketball, maybe, but not foot. There's no Rwandan woman who should raise her foot to kick the ball. So because I wanted to create a new idea, I wanted to create change, I just decided I'm going to focus on football so that football being the lead sport, being the common sport that more people believe in. So this is how I started with football, but it was not something easy. It was something very difficult. I'm sure it took me about 3 years just to get 30 players. So that was 98. In 2000, there was system change. They started allowing girls to go for physical education in schools, when before they would tell them, you leave the classroom when others are going for physical education. You just clean the classroom or go back home to help your mothers. That was the mentality. But from that time, the system changed and they allowed young girls also to participate in football. So from that time, we are accepted in the National Federation 2007. You can imagine this was 10 years in between. A lot of frustrations, a lot of names that were created, that this woman is traumatized, this woman is not serious, that she have a family. It was a lot of frustration. But at least we made it. I became the president of that commission for 10 years. This is when we started the National Champions League for ladies, for girls and women. Yeah, we started, having these international referees, women coaches, which was coming up during my mandate. So far now, when I can say we have so many women participating in football, we have clubs in schools, we have different clubs in communities. So it is so exciting now. And the most, again, exciting part is that with that struggle, at least I'm happy to say that I was elected to be an advisor of the Rwanda National Olympic Committee. Also, I became the first vice president after 4 years of election. Then 2016, I received an award from the International Olympic Committee on African continent. Then 2018, I was elected an IOC member. So that's something that shows that any change will meet constraints, but you don't have to give up. You don't have to, to give up. You have to be patient. So with our goal, with the Global Observatory, it is a continuation of my expertise. It's a continuation of what I went through for the last decade, which can really add more initiative and more impact to the organization. First of all, advancing gender equality requires a strategic approach, particularly in sports and leadership, where cultural norms and systematic barriers often persist. For example, there's need of advocacy and awareness. When we share success stories like I'm doing now, it challenges cultural norms and social biases by emphasizing that sports and leadership are for everyone, regardless of any gender. Also, we advocate for minimum female representation in decision-making bodies with sports federation and organization, and ensures policies prioritize equal opportunities for women in sports. We need also capacity building, so that these women may be able to participate in decision-making position, because once they are not there, the voice will not be heard. They will not hear anything. There will be no one to speak for them. So we need to capacity building and also create awareness for women that they can make it. They can also lead. so that the equality also could be there. And we have to emphasize that also they do men engage, because we have taken lead to only to empowering women, but also men need to be empowered. They need to know that you have equal rights. You see, the world tells a man that he's always on top and the woman is down there. Now, to bring a woman up and bring the man down to meet there in the middle is not something very easy. So we have to have that capacity building so they may grow their confidence and then also work according to their rights. Then we have also to encourage youth programs to educate young girls about their rights and values of sports. We engage the community by organizing workshops for families and communities regarding gender equality. The biggest challenge is nothing but culture norms. That's number one. Once you get rid of those culture norms worldwide, that would be something great. Also, to make sure that the pay is equal. The pay is equal. Whatever they pay men, they should also pay women. This is something that we need to. That's something we need to work on, so that we may all have those rights. But as I'm saying now, I don't think it's just something easy. It's a process, and we need to have people who come out and be activists. Otherwise, if you wait, nobody will speak. If you wait, nobody will listen. But to have people who are passionate, because I remember to reach this, there are some offices I would go to and they say, that woman who always speaks of women football, I think she's crazy. They chase you back, but I could not go back. The following day, I go back and say, but it is our right. Why? We know sports for health. Sports is just not after passing the ball. It also has an impact socially. Sports is just not something that people just shout of. Sports also can bring people together. Sports develop your mental thinking. Sports also is an economical empowerment. So we need to just have people to come out and speak out of women's rights in sports. It's a key issue to collaborate with stakeholders, which always involves fostering open communication, and also about the shared goals and mutual respect. For the first step, we would identify stakeholders such as community leaders, because we believe that people need to change mindset from the grassroots level, not from up. So we have to have the local leaders, first of all, to understand that the women also have rights to do sports, so that they may also campaign in their communities. That's the communities who have schools, we have other private sector, we have so many people working in different categories. So first of all, to participate to the local leaders or the grassroots level, then governments. For the government, they have to prioritize policies that fight for women, policies that make sure that women have all the rights. So we have people to speak out in government so that they may change the other perspective of just leaving them behind, to make sure nobody's left behind. We also have to approach the UN agencies with different high-level sports, sports organization, so that they may understand that there is need for that. I know for the IOC, that's their priority. That's our priority, to make sure that we have many women in leadership position. Then we have women participation without missing out anyone. And then we also emphasize on the quota in every association, in every organization, sports organization. We need to have the quota of women leadership in that position, with the support of those high-level sports organizations, international federations. I do believe things would run fast rather than leaving it just for anyone. So we have to be smart enough to share our goals and also to compete, and then we also make sure that we establish a shared vision and objectives which would help align their interest and ensure that everyone is working towards common goal. It should not be for someone, it should not for Felicite, it should not go for goal. Everyone must be involved. So the most interesting part with Global Observatory is that at least they have tangible data. that can help in policy making, that can help to make sure that you have a level where to start the campaign from, because you have agreed data that shows ABC. Many people fight for gender equality. They talk about women's rights, gender equality, but at the end of it all, you'll get few people with the data. They just speak out, but they'll not have tangible data that would help the continuation of this empowerment or this information. Thank you very much. The Global Observatory must make sure that at least they do some monitoring and evaluation in different organizations, especially in sport, to see if there is that equality. We have a very long mandate to make sure that we can face these people, advise them, increase the capacity building to make sure that there is that equity. Because if there are no people following up, nobody will know what to do, nobody will know where to go. But so long as we have a target, we have the data, then it is easy to go and present that in schools, sports, physical activities, physical education. So long as we have those data, I believe that it can address the gender inequalities. Yeah, so I think we should focus most on sports organization and governing bodies that must enforce policies that ensure equal opportunities for participation, leadership, and also funding for women and girls. I have dealt with these young girls and women for a very long time. But what's more important is that they need to believe in themselves, because their dreams are valid and their ability are limitless. They need to trust their potential to achieve their greatness. I know on the way, people discourage you. Like they were saying that if you go in sports, you're going to grow muscles, you're not to get married. So many people encourage you, but you have to stand firm. I know you are right. Then also be ready to embrace challenges. Because every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. You keep pushing the boundaries and never give up. That's what I always say. Because within the last 20 whatever years that I've been there, if I'd given up, I wouldn't be where I am now. And I wouldn't be a role model to many. And also, we have to lead with courage. Yeah. We need to inspire others. We need to lead to make sure that we are successful in sports and pave the way for the future generation. I really struggled for this. Nobody was understanding this, but now as I'm speaking now, it is a red carpet. Nobody will blame you. Nobody will abuse you because they know now it is a right. But during our time, it was really hard. So what I can say that we are now paving, we are already the way is paved. Then we have to focus on growth, because I think success is not just about winning, but about the journey of self-improvement and resilience. Strive to be better every day. Build a strong network. Surround yourself with people who support you and uplift you. Together you can achieve remarkable things. Stand for equality. Participation in sport is a statement for equity and inclusion. Play with pride, knowing you're a part of a larger movement. Then use sports for impact. As I mentioned before, sport is not just a game. It's a tool for empowerment, education, and social change. Use your platform to inspire others. Remember your worth. You are not just an athlete. You are a role model, a leader, and a force for positive change in your community. I think these are just the few points that I can make for these young girls. If they follow those steps, they are going to make it right. Thank you.